What's up everyone, my name is AstroKitty and welcome to my 100th video. Now to celebrate such a momentous occasion, I thought that there would be no better way than to give you guys a cheeky little setup tour. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Also, I just got all this new hardware in about a week ago, so that's probably the main reason as to why we're doing this setup video. But it just happened to nicely align with the 100th video, so let's get right into it. Just quickly, I forgot to mention that there will be links to pretty much everything you guys see in the description below. So check that out first, but if you have any questions, of course, feel free to let them fly in the comment section below and I'll get back to you guys in the future. But I guess we'll start off over here on the right. Obviously, this is my PS4. It's what I've been playing to produce the 99 videos that I've done for you guys up on this channel up until now. Here are my games. If you just move this controller away, we can... Oh, there's a reason why that one's on the bottom. We'll just move on from that. Just quickly sidetrack, down here to the right. If I get a bit softer, it's because the mic's all the way over on my desk over there, so I apologise if the audio isn't too good. But over here, this is my HP ProBook. We have to give it an honourable mention, I guess you could say, because this thing has edited, captured, rendered and uploaded all 99 videos up on my channel, plus the other Facebook videos that I've made. If you guys haven't seen those Facebook videos, check the description for a link to my Facebook page, you can have a gander at those. But as you can see, this thing's gone through a bit of wear and tear. The screen isn't actually attached from that side up the back there, but you know, it's done its job nicely. It's paved the way for this new beast that I have over here, and that's basically all you could really ask for it. But moving back on over to the setup, this first monitor over here is obviously connected to the PS4. This is the BenQ RL2455HM, BenQ's gaming monitor. It's boasting 1 millisecond response time and it's 1080p. So nothing too flashy, but it definitely gets the job done. I've had no problems with it so far. Really good monitor. I would recommend. Would recommend 10 out of 10. But if we look down and behind the BenQ monitor, we can see the black box of awesomeness down there. That right there is my Elgato Game Catcher HD. Obviously it's how I've recorded all of my gameplay up until now. Made videos out of it and whatnot. I will be looking to upgrade to the HD60 soon, because now I've actually got a computer that can handle rendering in 60 FPS, but we'll have to wait and see when that comes in. But I really cannot fault this capture card. It's got the ghost recording so that you don't always have to click record, it's always recording, and you can just select the part out of the recording that you actually want to use for a video. It's really useful. Really recommend the Elgato products over any other type of capture cards. If we move over to the left from the Elgato, we can see this white Netgear box. Now this is an Ethernet switch. If you look down here, you can see that there's that blue wire coming out of the wall. That is the only Ethernet cable that runs into my room. So what this bad boy does is I connect that into the back of this, and then it gives me 4 more Ethernet cables to connect to different devices. So I've got 2 in the back there, one going to my PS4, and of course the other one going to my PC for 2 wired connections instead of wireless, because the wireless in my house is pretty trash, to be honest with you, so that wired connection really does help out. Of course, just next to it there, we have my speakers. We got one there. We got another one over here. Just ignore that for a quick second. And then down there we have the subwoofer. Didn't really know which speakers to get, just got these. They're just some random Logitech ones. As I said, link will be in the description if you really care about that sort of stuff, but no real reason as to why I got those. If we move on now to the monitors for the PC, these are 2 VS248Hs. Just really good monitors, nothing too fancy like 144Hz or anything like that. Just 2 millisecond response time, 1080p. The reason I got 2 of them was so that it could make editing a whole lot easier and just general browsing a whole lot easier as well. I mean, like, I can have the timeline open for Sony Vegas up on here while I have the preview open on this screen, or I can have Sony Vegas completely open on this one, and then have an internet browser open on this one to get sound effects and other stuff like that for the videos that I'm using. But yeah, the 2 monitors really does help with editing along with just anything that you're doing basically. Bulk screen real estate is boss. But now if we move on to our peripherals down here, we have these 2 black and green products in front of us. It may come to a surprise to you guys that I'm actually not a Razer fanboy. I'm not sure if this makes it better or worse, but when I was looking for a mouse and keyboard, literally had no idea what I was looking for. So what I did, I just went for a name brand in Razer. You do pay a bit of an extra cost for the Razer name, but the build quality on these things are pretty decent. This is coming from someone who has no previous experience with gaming mouse or gaming on a keyboard and mouse. But this just feels really good in my hand. This is the Razer Death Adder Chroma. You've also got these 2 buttons here on this. Oh, These two buttons come in handy when you're playing games, also when you're browsing. Didn't even know that you could refresh the page like that. But yeah, really good mouse. The keyboard here is a Black Widow Ultimate Stealth Edition. Should be obvious why I went with the Stealth Edition as opposed to the normal one. Just to try and minimize the noise that the keys make when I'm recording videos and stuff, because speaking from experience, it can be extremely annoying listening to someone play a game and just constantly hearing them press the keys and whatnot. But as you can probably tell, the keys are still pretty noisy, which is just what's going to happen when you're using a mechanical keyboard. I do have a friend that has the usual Black Widow, and I can say that there's a slight reduction in noise, but to be honest, it's not really that much. I'm going to have to do some serious maneuvering with my mic to try and minimize the noise that I'm making with the keyboard. But speaking of microphones, this here is my Blue Yeti, pretty much a staple in the YouTube community for doing commentating. With good reason as well. It's just a solid mic. I wouldn't say it's a professional microphone, but it definitely gets the job done. I'm actually using it to record my voice now, so if you guys are enjoying listening to me now, then this is the microphone for you. Although in saying that, there's probably a decent amount of echo because I'm a bit further away than I usually would sit from the microphone because I have to get around and whatnot. But yeah, if you enjoy my voice now, then this is the microphone for you. Although that's a bit of an unfair comparison because my voice is really sexy. Oh shit. Forgot to talk about my headset, boys. Probably don't even have to touch on these because you guys are more than aware what they are. The Astro A40s, once again, like the Blue Yeti, very much a staple in the YouTube and gaming community. Good reason for that though, very good product. As you can see I got that there, got my mix amp there connected to the PS4 as well. The only complaint I have with them is the price. They're a bit expensive, but if you're willing to dish out the dosh, they are very, very, very good headphones. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10, would buy again. But without further ado, boys, let's get into the PC, the control station, the meat and potatoes of the setup. Alright boys, I've just moved the monitors out of the way so we can have a quick look under the hood of this red and black beast. As you can see, housed in a red and black NZXT H440. In my opinion, the most aesthetically pleasing case out there on the market at the moment. Pretty much taking half of the window up there is the Noctua NHD 15 heatsink. The reason I went with such a decent heatsink is because I am going to be overclocking my i7-4790K CPU, and I just wanted to make sure that the temperatures got all in check, so that's why I went with such a beast cooling option. Just under the CPU cooler we have the GTX 970, mine is the Asus Strix version. Now, after the whole 3.5GB debacle, people made it seem like this was the worst graphics card ever created in the history of mankind. However, I can assure you that this thing is still pretty beastly. When I game, I am balling out, and also I'm pretty sure that this will help out with rendering, although I'm not too sure yet. Haven't checked, haven't rendered with this computer yet, but I'll have to give you guys an update on that. But yeah, still a very decent card. And then just below that we have the Samsung 850 Pro Series SSD. I've never had an SSD in my computer before, and the speeds with this thing is just unbelievable. And then along with that SSD, we also have a 3TB Western Digital black hard drive, which is tucked away behind there that you guys can't really see, but they work really well in partnership. The hard drive sort of holds all of my game files, all my video files, sound effects and stuff like that, whereas the SSD there is more for just like operating system and system files and stuff like that. So they work really well together. And now I know that I haven't really gone over all of the specs in this bad boy, but if you guys are interested, I will leave a list to the full specs in the description below, so check that out first. If you have any further questions, of course, feel free to leave a comment for me and I'll get back to you guys in the future. But overall guys, I'm really happy with how this PC turned out. It probably took me 7 to 8 months to decide on all the parts that I actually wanted and to get it all together. I didn't actually build it myself, although it is a custom built PC. The place where I bought all the parts from, they have an extra optional fee where they can actually build it for you. So I decided that would be the best option, seeing as I'm not too PC literate. Didn't really want to break anything or ruin it, so I just got them to build it, and I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Plus, it just looks really mint. But ladies and gentlemen, that's about going to wrap up this setup video from me today. If this is the first video of mine that you guys are ever clicking on, then feel free to check out some of my other content. I'd say that there's a more than probable chance that you'll enjoy yourself in doing so. As always, if you enjoyed yourself, feel free to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching. This has been AstroKitty, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!